Hello. So today, instead of playing, I just wanted to take a few minutes and give you my 10 cents on straps and harnesses and what my experience has been with them thus far. This past month, I've purchased 3 different harnesses, and I just want to explain why I did so and also just give my 10 cents on each of these. So first off, this is what most people start with, right? A standard neck strap. This isn't actually the one that came with the rental saxophone I was using. I bought this one on Amazon for I think 13 bucks. It's a Focus Sound, and I'm not endorsed by any of these companies, so trust me, my channel is way too small for that to be the case. This is my personal experience, so that way I hope maybe it can help you. So this neck strap is fine. It's nice, it's well padded. I think it's well worth the money. It's got a simple adjuster and it stays put for the most part. You know, when I have a tenor saxophone, it doesn't pull the strap down, so when I go to put the mouthpiece in my mouth, it doesn't change frequently. You gotta have one that stays the same, because you'll find if you have to adjust it up and down constantly, it gets annoying. So the reason I had to move away from a traditional neck strap is because in the last month or so, I got something called contact dermatitis, okay? What is that? Well, when the fibers and you have something around your neck, my skin is quite sensitive, and I didn't have this problem during the summer, but during the winter months, it really became annoying, okay? So I started getting this rash around my neck where I'd have the neck strap, and boy did it itch. It itched bad, and when I give into that temptation and itch it, it would just make it worse. So it got to the point where both sides of my neck were itching, some of the front area was itching, and it was driving me nuts. And it wouldn't go away because I usually practice once a day, so I constantly had something on there. I tried lotion, I tried hydrocortisone cream, it wouldn't go away. So that's when I got online. I started researching and looking at, you know, what other option can I have while my neck heals and I can keep playing, keep practicing. So that's what I'm going to go into now. So the first one I bought, and this is a total impulse buy, and I don't really recommend you do this, but on the internet, on saxontheweb.com and Cafe Saxophone and Reddit, a lot of people talk about this one. This is the Balam. This is the premium version, which just means it has some extra padding. But it comes in that box, and it comes in a little nice knapsack. And it's this one, you may have seen it. It's the very fancy kind of Lord of the Rings almost-esque one with the nice butterfly on the back. So this is what I think of the Balam. It feels more like a neck strap than a harness. I did not like it right away. I did not like how it fit. When I had it on, because I play tenor, it would always pull forward. So right off the bat, I had to adjust the bars on it, and they're not as easy as you may think. I mean, you really have to gorilla grip those suckers. So I had to mess with it. I also had to change the hooks, okay? So when it comes, they are in the bottom hooks here. I then moved them from the bottom ones up to the top, and it felt better. So the problem with this one is if I just wear it with a t-shirt, I can feel the ropes and the edges of the leather kind of encroach on my neck, and it's not a very good feeling, okay? So this is great if I have a collar shirt or a sweatshirt or something to kind of absorb that contact, but I didn't like how I had to make a lot of adjustments. Even now, I'm not sure if I have this in the right place. When I have my tenor on it, it's relatively comfortable, but you know, you're supposed to have some room for your collarbone. It's supposed to fit you. So this one is kind of like iffy. I would give this at like a 7 out of 10. What I do like about this one is how it looks. You know, if you're a professional or you're out playing gigs and you want to look sharp, I don't think there's anything that looks better than this. It has a great locking mechanism here where you just kind of put this little metal piece, you lock it into this hole right here, so it never goes up or down. I like that about it. It has a nice clasp here. The feel is okay. Like I said, if I'm wearing the right shirt, it's relatively comfortable. But I'm not sure. I feel like this would be a great strap for an alto, sorry, I always say alto. For an alto saxophone, a little bit lighter. On a tenor, I can't say this is the one I would have gone with. And the thing is, when I bought this, I couldn't find it in America. I had to look overseas. I ultimately bought it from this company called like Tommen out of Germany. And I wanted to return it, frankly, because it wasn't cheap. It was $120 US. And like I said, it was kind of my impulse buy. So I was hoping it would take more of the pressure off of my neck and onto my shoulders, but I can't say it really does that well. Like I said, it's kind of like a neck strap. But anyways, because I bought it from out of the States, in order to return it, there's all sorts of like paperwork. I'd have to visit my local customs agent, I don't know who that is, and get 3 copies of some sort of paperwork. So long story short, I'm just gonna keep it and use it sparingly, or maybe use it later in life when I have the alto and I'm playing that instead. So I kind of went out and bought this expensive harness, and I wouldn't really recommend that. So that's the Balam Premium. You have to make sure this is going to be right for you. And I think if you're someone who plays out in coffee shops or restaurants, and you wear a nice sports coat and you play alto especially, you're going to really like this one. The next one I have, and this one just came with a clear bag. This is one you can find on Amazon for about 40 US bucks, okay? Excuse me real quick. And this one actually felt like a traditional harness, okay? So you'll see here, this is the Neotech one. See? Neotech. Okay. So when I got this one, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. It goes over your back like this, and then you have these side pieces that come in here. Okay? So right away, this really takes the weight of the horn off of my neck. It feels good. The straps are nice. This padded area is nice. And this clasp is fine. There's no significant pull forward. I really like this. I would give this one, like an 8 out of 10. It's the cheapest of the harnesses I bought. I think if you play bari saxophone and you stand primarily, this is a great harness for you. What I don't like this and why I won't be using it is because when I play tenor saxophone, I try to split up my time between standing and sitting, okay? I've noticed that I'm a better player when I stand. So I've had to force myself to play while sitting so that way I can do both. I want to be a well-rounded player. Trying to play the tenor saxophone with this is very uncomfortable. I have to essentially move the whole thing over to the side, and then even then it kind of puts a weird twist into my back. I've tried unhooking one of the straps. That doesn't work. I've tried unhooking one of the other straps. That doesn't work. So playing with this while standing, A+, terrific, really comfortable. But sitting, it just wasn't gonna work for me. I couldn't make it work. So for that reason, I'm just gonna hold on to this one until someday, hopefully, I have a Barry saxophone and I'll be able to use this one. So, last but not least, and my favorite of the three, which just came in yesterday, I haven't had as much time with this one as I have the other ones, but this is one that a lot of people recommend or familiar with, the Saxholder Pro, okay? And I like this one right out the chute. It comes in this nice package. If you have a tenor saxophone like what I have, I'm able to shove this in the bell of the horn and close my case that way. But what I will do is show you this, okay? So essentially it folds up really nice like that, and then it's got this yellow button here. When I press the button, it opens up, okay? And then it clicks. It's got a solid click there, okay? Put this over my head, and this one, I didn't have to do anything with it. I felt like it fit well right out of the box. And after having to kind of mess with especially the Balam, that was a big relief. So, what I like the feel. Yeah, it's a little weird having something pressed right here. I like to have it as far up as possible and use this locking twisting mechanism here so it stays put. The one I got, I don't know if this is newer or older. I heard the newer ones don't have the ability, but essentially this one, maybe it's an older one, but I can turn this horizontal in case I want to, okay? The cord is quite simple. It has a little button mechanism that you press down and you go up or down. So the reason I'm gonna use this one is because it gets the weight off of my neck. When I have it, I feel the weight in my stomach, but I really don't feel it in my shoulders and neck. This is a great design. I like that I can play this standing and I can also play it sitting. You know, online some people were talking about this kind of jamming into your neck and feeling uncomfortable. I didn't experience that. This is a relatively comfortable feel on here, and even when it does touch my skin, which it never has, even while playing sideways, playing on my side, it's not uncomfortable. So this is the one I'm going to be using primarily other than my neck strap. Because the whole reason why I had to buy all this stuff is because I had this rash that was on my neck. So my plan is to kind of alternate. When my neck gets itchy or irritated, I'm going to use this Saxholder Pro. When my neck skin is fine, it's not bothersome, I'm going to just probably use the Focus Sounds neck strap or whatever neck strap. So that's what I've had to figure out, you know. Problems arise and it's a matter of just finding a solution. This one is a little bit more than the Neotech. I think I paid like 55 bucks for this thing on Amazon and it was easy to find. I'm impressed with it. I also like, you know, that it has an open hook with just a little safety mechanism here. So I would recommend, if you are looking for a harness, go with the Jazz Lab first. If you don't like that, you can return it. And then if you want to try something else, by all means do so. But having just tried 3 different, pretty popular harnesses and straps, I would say the Jazz Lab one is my favorite thus far. So anyways, I hope my own personal experience may have helped you in some ways. I tried to make it as quick and painless as possible because I know I had trouble looking for some of these questions when I was researching on what to buy. So I think I covered everything I wanted to. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.